Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
You happen to be one of the few celebrities who I know, who also got married to a fellow celebrity, and their marriage is still standing. That's talking about your marriage to Sabina Akamune, the ex-beauty queen. How did both of you do it? Or what are both of you doing that others didn't do?
The word is not ex. Sabina is still very present in my life. I am blessed to have been married to a young woman I met at 16. We became 17, 18, and for the first time we had a promise and took a pledge to be together forever. That union has produced 4 wonderful kids, my twin girls, Victoria and Vanessa, and also Valentine and Vincent. We are happy. They're based in Atlanta. I am in Washington, D.C., manning my little embassy here in the areas of trade and investment under the office of Prince Cesar Undlamini.
So what has been the secret of your union's success? I mean, some other people also got married at about the same time you did, or even before and after, and the unions, collapsed. Yours is still standing and very strong too.
It's a simple word called love. Is this love? Simple word called love. And also to have God, the presence of God, El Shaddai, El Donai, the omniscient and omnipowerful in your life. Once that is in your life, and friendship is important, you must have a friend in your partner, and your partner must have a friend in you. If you have all these calculations together, it forms a calculus of a paternal and also love in its entirety.
What would you say has been the greatest lesson that life has taught you?
The greatest lesson is that you never know anyone, even your partner, even your son, your daughter. Immediately they get to 15, 16, they have a mind of their own. So you never know anyone. So you must define people on a daily basis. You can't say, I met Arinde Azu 20 years ago, and I still have the same Arinde. Now you've developed gray beards, you look like an Aristotle, and I must doff my fedora for that Aristotle look. And I see that you are chopping money every day, chopping dollar and naira.
There's no money. We're just trying to get by.
like Bonner Boy will say. What will Bonner Boy say again? Everybody go chop breakfast. La la.
Last. Of all the people you have met, who has left the greatest mark, or who has left an indelible mark, the most, who has made the most impact? Let me put it that way. Of all the people you have met in your entire life, one person.
If I do not mention Sabina, I would have a knife to my throat when I get out of this studio. But suffice to say that Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ben More-Bruce, affected me immensely. A young boy of 19, straight out of college, walks into his office in a dapper suit and a walking cane and said, hire me because I deserve to be here. He took a chance, he hired me, made me the client service director of the company called Silverbird, and the story is a story written in history books. We had the franchise, the most beautiful girl in Nigeria, Miss World, Miss Universe, Miss Intercontinental, Miss Africa. And I must beat my chest to say I produced 2 very beautiful, and also Bianca Ono Odumegu Ojukwu. She's my wonderful, wonderful princess and queen, and also is Sabina Ume of SabinaWorld.com.
So what is the current status of your relationship with Ben More-Bruce?
Ben and I would always see feathers fly in different directions because we are both creatives, but I have tremendous respect for him. He taught me everything I know. He comes to the US and we talk on the phone. We share common friends, and I still follow his doctrine of entertainment, that entertainment is language that speaks truth to power, and entertainment is tool for emancipation. And I ascribe by these principles and these elementals.
Now, talking about Sabina, how did both of you even meet? I need you to refresh our memories. with that exciting love story once again.
That is history for Mills and Boone. If we add James at the Chase, that would be war. I remember James at the Chase. I read Poctoholo, a Seminole Indian, was onto a smart racket. His formula was that fear is the key that unlocked the wallets, minds, and handbags of the rich. So I met Sabina at the University of Benin. I was in my third year, I believe, and she just came in as a jambite, a freshite, and she was running on a block, Hostel V, can't remember now, and ran into my arms. And I held her in my arm and I said, "Oh my God, look at this damn cell. You're going to be my wife one day." And she thought I was joking because people think I'm a joker. And 5-10 years after, she indeed became my wife and bore me 4 beautiful kids. I'm perpetually grateful to her. I am told that beside every successful man, there is indeed a woman. I am told that from my very ribs, a rib was taken and put on her. And also, unfortunately, I am told she's the one that gave me the apple that I ate in the Garden of Eden.
What do you like most about Sabina? What would you want changed?
I like her humility. I would say I like her humility. I like her love for family. I like her love and respect for God. God remains the all-powerful.
Okay, what do you want changed about her?
Nothing. Nothing. Perhaps I would like her to have a little more ikebe. Is that okay? I would also like to comment on the political quagmire, the political situation in our dear country, Nigeria.
Please go ahead.
It's unfortunate that the powers that be are not speaking truth to power. I'm utterly, overly disappointed in the government of former president, and also Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Major Muhammad Buhari. I'm so disappointed in his governance. I look back and I said, what happened to our Jonathan? We need another 8 years of President Goodluck Jonathan, because Jonathan created the legacy for generations unborn. But I'm inspired daily by the strength and the vigor of young men like you and I, who have stood up to power and say to power, we are solely obedient. So let's continue to fight the struggle. Let's continue to speak truth to power, and let mediocrity and cabalism give way to the obedient movement that will ultimately bring Africa and Nigeria to a place that we wanted to be. I cannot imagine that my young son was in Nigeria and just fear of kidnappers and blackmailers was enough to pull him from the hands of his mother and grandmother and take him to the capital city of Abuja. Even there in Abuja, we had issues of security. So I'm perpetually grateful that a new beginning has been born, that we have a new man, a new Messiah, Obi, and also the young man Dati to come in and change the equation. We must begin to say that we must put hands in agriculture. We must help energy, we must respect traditional institutions, and we must take by force from the cabal that Nigeria does not belong to 1/4 of Nigeria. Neither is Nigeria an Islamist country. Nigeria is a country of dual population and dual cultures and dual religion, and respect for each other will be the beginning of wisdom. So I pray that day comes like tomorrow, that we'll have Obi as president of this Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I'll be ready and willing to work with him. I have some investors in Nigeria right now in the areas of agriculture, World Holdings Tanzania Limited. I would like for you to interview them. Let them tell you their mission in Africa of how to sell and brand Africa in agriculture to the global community.